What does it take to be a tour rep?
I think it takes a number of different things. You have to understand people. You have to be comfortable knowing that there's going to be a lot of uncomfortable days. You have to understand that you want to try to get your players to reach their goals and aspirations and dreams, and what is it going to take to do that? And each player is different. I think it's very important that you understand every bowler has their own bowling DNA, and you have to work within the confines of each bowler's DNA. I think tour repping comes with over time. You have to learn the players' trust, so it's an experience that doesn't happen overnight. On top of that, you have to understand ball motion, ball reaction, the product line, how lanes break down, how surfaces play, what balls are good for certain bowlers, and how it all interacts with your team. So there's a number of different challenges that we as reps experience day in, day out, and it's always different. It's always changing because the players are also growing. Some are growing, and some are regressing, and it's our job to make sure that they continue to try to go up. So it's not a job that gets a lot of fanfare. It's not a position that receives a lot of accolades. We're kind of the guys behind the scenes, and which is quite good for us. And you really have to have a lot of patience, understanding where you need to get your players to, and where also you want to be personally. For me, it's gratifying to help somebody achieve their goals and dreams, and that's probably the best thing I like about the job.
You wiped me out. Took a lot of stuff. Timmy took it off from us. Nah. But I think the number one thing that you have to have is the ability to create good relationships with the players. I think that's one of the key things that, if someone trusts you, you have the ability in those tough situations when they have to make a ball change, when their mind's gone 450 miles an hour, to get them to slow down a little bit, that they trust you and they feel you're part of their team to help them. I think a lot of the things that Timmy said are very accurate. I mean, you got to know the product line. You got to know different surfaces. You got to understand lane patterns. You got to understand oils. You got to understand surfaces. You got to trends in bowling centers. And that's the one thing on the team that Sean and I try to be very. Sean and I do it every week, and Timmy comes out and helps us a bunch as well. But we try to keep all the information that we have over the years and continue when we go back to places, so we have that little bit of an extra edge over the other people. But I mean, I think Timmy hit it pretty much on the head. But my number one thing is that you have to have great relationships with the players.
I'd probably start with patience. It's an ever-changing environment. You're dealing with invisible objects that you can't see when they change. And then earning the players' respect and trust. That you're out for their best interest, and you're not trying to sabotage them or do anything like that. But it's patience. You're not going to be right all the time, but you just hope to sway towards being right most of the time.